I've got a clip of from your own body of work to run back and see yourself kind of react to it. So,
hell yeah.
Today we pulled up It Goes Deep, which I must say is one of my favorite songs, videos from the Process EP era.
Yes.
So, dog, yeah, set this up for a little bit for us, please.
Yeah. It goes deep. Hell yeah. Yeah. So this is a one take video that we did at Venice Beach, and it was actually after a day of busking. So we did like a few hours filming busking content out at Venice, which those videos have come out. So if you've seen some of the Venice busking stuff, some of it was shot on this same day. And our whole thing was like, all right, we'll show up and we'll do the busking session, and then we'll cut that like right before golden hour. And then we'll grab a one take of me lip syncing, rapping along to It Goes Deep at golden hour in Venice. And so we did 2 takes, and we picked our favorite of the 2. And the thing is, it was such a new song too. That was the thing. It's like I was like, I don't know if I have it memorized. It was like the night before I was like running through it, trying to memorize it. And, but anyway, what we got, I think is really dope. So let's peep it.
Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what this is, man. Turn your fucking volume up. Yo, hey, come on, listen. I said, time to get creative. Y'all know coffee is the drug of choice. Knocking all them sloppy demons off me just to hush the noise. Bless my inner child, spoiled rotten with a bunch of toys. It's the opposite, the muscles popping from a ton of roids. Natural growth, the Mack took an oath to leave no gaps in the practice of the raps that he wrote. Every chapter masterfully crafted, dog, it has to be dope. His dreams, fasten the hope, schemes act as the rope. Sharp bars off the dome, throwing darts from the melon. If the art is compelling, then your heart will start swelling. Expanding with love, get high like cannabis buds, candle it up. I'm just hoping y'all can handle the buzz, because admittedly, it's almost too much to take. Utilizing raw truth just to hush the fakes. We keep it authentic till the end of time. I send a blend of rhymes, beats, bending spines. It goes deep. Every time I grab the mic.
Pause it real quick. Yeah, so this is dope to rewatch and relive, but yeah, this is all one take, by the way. I'm ending the debate right now.
Come on.
Because some people in the comments are like, oh, see, it punches in. There are opportunities where we could have faked it, right? Because, like, I guess in the... There's probably a term, and maybe it is one take, or maybe there's a certain way of qualifying a one take wherein it's literally like the same framing and the same exact everything the whole time, so that it would be incredibly difficult to punch in. Theoretically impossible. I'm sure with modern technology you could find a way to do it. but like pre-AI, it would be like nearly impossible to do any kind of punch in, and that's self-evident. Whereas here we zoom in on the dog walker in the background, we zoom in on the shoes, which I think is fire, and that was a creative choice for us to do, which I love. But yeah, some people in the comments were pointing out that actually breaks the one take. Maybe it does from a technical standpoint when talking about filmmaking, but this was all from the same continuous take.
Take a look at the background every time. I am a little defensive over this. I shot and edited this. I'm like, yo, it was crazy that this is one take. That's what we think is so impressive about it to ourselves, and what's what we really like about it.
Yeah.
That background's never changing. Right?
Yeah.
And I did not work on it hard enough to be like CGI the same dog in there every time.
Yeah, exactly. And one other funny thing too is in the alternate take, there was somebody sitting on the bench behind me, so you could just see the edge of them and their back, and we thought that was a really dope element. So that was like, when we were on the fence between the 2 takes, we we're like, it is nice to have the guy sitting on the back bench, but we ended up going with this one, which I think was the right choice.
They're both so dope, man.
Yeah.
The time I send a blend of rhymes, beats, bending spines, it goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. It goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. It goes I don't need motivation, all I need is a routine to focus on creating instead of shifting to new scenes. Swifter with the verses like floor from Swiffer, they too clean. Addicted to the process of painting pictures, a true fiend. Miles Davis on blue and green. Ill melodic phrasing, caught a sensation that's hot and blazing while jotting all these thought creations. If it's not authentic, then I'm not relating. Pause the philosophical postulating, you'll stop debating.
Pause it right there. Yeah, this is what's really dope too about this video is like, we're really just out there doing a one take at Venice Beach. And Venice is such a unique place. It's such an awesome place. And there's such an eclectic group of people out there. And it really has this culture of like outward self-expression and acceptance. And it's really awesome. And so you get little fun moments like that crew that walked by and that girl was all dancing and vibing in the video. And I love it. It looks like we would have planned that, right? Like we're like, oh yeah, like, and then this part we'll have a crew walk by and they'll dance, you know? But yeah, that's not the case. And I feel like Venice is the one place on earth where if you just show up and do it with real strangers and no planning, you will get those little Easter eggs inevitably.
So true, man. So true. I wasn't sure too. It's like, do we try to avoid? Because like, who knows what someone's going to do? But Venice seems to always like, they interact in the right way.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's really good energy.
Yeah, usually the room is read correctly because she did just enough and not too much. Like if she stood there for the next like minute and like had her arm around me and was like this, then it's like, okay, now you're like the supporting role and like we probably don't need that. But yeah, no, it was great.
It's awesome.
Davis on blue and green, ill melodic phrasing, caught a sensation that's hot and blazing while jotting all these thought creations. If it's not authentic, then I'm not relating. Pause the philosophical postulating, you'll stop debating. I'm clearly the sickest of lyrical misfits. They feel me when they hearing me spit. This is merely a tidbit that goes deeper than regions over which Poseidon presiding. In fact, deeper than black holes sucking the light in, deeper than that addiction to the rush of excitement the drugs are providing, deeper than the crushing depression, deeper than rock bottom, deeper than the love that you find it from a friend that's hugging you tight without no judgment inside him. It goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. It goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. I said deep. Cracking the surface and rapping with purpose. Any distraction, I curve this. I'm attacking these verses with a vengeance, so unrelenting with my craft as a wordsmith. It has to be perfect. When we in the lab and we working, it's similar to pastors in churches. The passion is palpable. More than the cash that you stashing, it's massively valuable. Molded from molten hot, malleable materials. The incalculable power alchemy leads to miracles. This is not rap, it's a
Venice looks so
God.
good, man.
Strip away the artificial off of the facade. Condition critical MCs are put up in the ER. Energy received through these bars. Effortless rhythm entities regard. Every rhyme is heavenly. I'm forever gon' climb to the very peak. They saying Harry's weak. They trippin', make you aware of secrets that's buried deep. So listen, it goes deep. Every time I grab the
pause it
mic,
real quick. Yeah, Venice just looks so awesome. It's so colorful, and at this golden hour, it's perfect. And yeah, we did the 2 takes because we only had this quality of light for 2 takes. You know, like the golden hour is like a short. It's really like
it's like 16 minutes.
They call it an hour, but yeah, that's
like
an exaggeration.
We had it dialed in.
Yeah, so we only had we had to do it in this short period of time, and that's what I really love about this video, honestly. And watching it is like. The one take concept is a really powerful concept, and there's people who have exploited it to the max in really cool creative ways, like planning out a whole thing in a controlled environment where all these unique things occur over the course of it, right? That are like perfectly choreographed. And that's like such an awesome thing. This is like the opposite of that. This is like, we're just like, all right, we're going to run it once or twice and we'll pick our favorite.
Yeah.
And so just to see the way that it came together and it actually looks so good and it feels so good is pretty cool. The happenstance of it.
It really puts you there, kind of.
Yeah.
Whether you've been or not, I mean, what this is, it kind of just portrays that feeling, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like golden hour.
Goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. It goes deep. Every time I grab the mic, you probably feel this shit off in the
Scooter going by.
afterlife. It goes deep. When I start exploring the verse, I burn motherfuckers like the core of the earth. It goes deep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Dope, man.
Yeah,
there it is. Hell yeah, it goes deep. Yeah, that was a fun day, man. That was a fun day. Yep. From busking to the It Goes Deep video.
You never know at Venice, dog.
You just never know, man. It's ripe for content. Hell
Still
yeah.
been out there shooting some fun stuff recently, man.
Yep.
Always
Yeah.
gives.
Yeah, it's always nice to go back. And yeah, shout out to everybody too that's been supporting that record, man, because that song in particular, like, has gotten a lot of streams and a lot of views on the video as well. A lot of people have like DM'd or reached out or commented that that's their favorite joint that I've done. So super appreciative to everybody that's been listening to that song in particular, and really any of the original music, man. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting that side of my creativity and my output as well, because as I've talked about a little previously, like that was a big sort of exploratory time for me when I was writing all of that music. It was a big creative expansion for me personally. I was out of my comfort zone and pushing myself, and so it's just been really cool, man, to see the feedback from the community, and not only the feedback on the new music, but the feedback on this podcast as well, man. Flow State, we here.